Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dominica. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft comes to a stop and the seatbelt sign is switched off.
Welcome to another edition of the Festival Vibes TV show. I am your host, Alicia Hintzen, and for the next 3 episodes, we are going to explore the nature island, Dominica, for the World Creole Music Festival and all that Dominica has to offer. Festival Vibes is brought to you by Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and probiotics, and Post Wireless World. From the time we stepped off the plane on the island of Dominica, it was vibes from the introduction to everything Dominica. The airport drive was absolutely beautiful. The mountains were breathtaking and tall into the clouds. Join me as we take a look at the press launch for the World Creole Music Festival.
Welcome to this press conference and meet and greet artists as we are about and getting ready to present to you the 23rd edition of the World Creole Music Festival to begin in just a few hours' time. But to officially welcome you here, what better person, of course, to do so than the Director of Tourism here in Dominica, Mr. Colin Piper.
Welcome to the Nature Island. Welcome to your home away from home. From facts and history, I think many of you know that the festival is in its 23rd edition this year, having missed out on doing it, I think, on 3 occasions, because I think we started in 1997, if I am not mistaken, right? We didn't do it for Tropical Storm Erica, we didn't do it for Hurricane Maria, and we didn't do it for COVID. So we're doing the 23rd edition this year. And the reason that the festival was established in the first place was twofold. One was to increase the visitor arrival numbers in the 4th quarter around the independence time frame. And the other was to provide a stage upon which, a platform upon which our artists, local artists, regional artists, Creole artists could showcase their talents. And I dare say that we have been very successful on both objectives as the 4th quarter has become the #1 quarter for visitor arrivals in Dominica. And I dare say with some of our local talent, the World Creole Music Festival has been a catapult, a slingshot, has been a stage upon which they have been able to grow their careers.
So we're here, Festival Vibes is here with the Director of Tourism, Mr. Piper. Mr. Piper, tell me, it's all about the vibes this weekend, the pulsating rhythms. Tell me more about the festival. How did you choose the artists and what can we expect with vibes this weekend?
Yeah. Well, like you say, it's all about the vibes, right? So you can feel it in the atmosphere, right? And part of what creates that is the diversity of the lineup. There's a little for the young, there's a little for the old, there's a little for those who like the French, there's a little for those who like the English, okay? And when you get to the event in and of itself, you can handle it, you can experience it with VIP, you can do some business in the corporate box, you can be in the forecourt, you know, with the up-and-coming artists, or you can be on main theater grounds. So again, the World Creole Music Festival, not only the event itself, but to be in Dominica at this point in time, is just like a meeting place. You know, I mean, there's people I went to school with years ago, I won't tell you how many years ago, but years ago that are back again. And so that's just wonderful to see them here. There's people from, you know, Guadeloupe, from Martinique, from St. Lucia, St. Martin, Barbados, you know, people from all over. So it's a place, it's like a meeting place, you know, not only the festival, but Dominica during this week.
It's all about the vibes, it's all about the action. It is the meeting place for all the festival. Thank you for inviting the Festival Vibes TV show here to Dominica to cover the festival, and we look forward to a fantastic weekend.
Excellent. We're glad you could make it, and we want you to carry the message to more within your viewership that Dominica is the place not only for the festivals, but the year through, right? Adventure, snorkeling, cuisine, wellness. If that's your thing, come on down to Dominica.
Thank you so much.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So it is indeed Creole Day here in Dominica, and we encourage, of course, every Dominican to dress in our national wear. And we have our beautiful, if you want to call, well, our model here today, portraying our wob. This is what it's called. It's called the wob duet, and it basically portrays our ancestors' manner of dressing back in the colonial days. The ladies would dress up in the wob for special occasions, be it wedding, baptism, whatever special occasions that the ladies had to attend, they would dress up in their wob. Now the wob for us is something very special. It is something that we treat with utmost respect. When a lady dresses in a wob, she considers herself as a queen. The fabric and everything, you have to treat it as if you were dressed in gold. Now, again, she is dressed in a fully wob, and if I were to just turn her just a little bit, so you could see the full form of the wob. Now, most of the time, the ladies that would, of course, be wearing the dress back in the colonial days would produce their own dresses, and it would take, of course, somewhat along 5 to 7 yards of fabric. The fuller, of course, the more fabric that you would use. And now, generally speaking, Creole is something that is loud and something that is bright and colorful. A lot of time, folks uses the madras, different shades of madras, but you know, it has evolved somewhat that we prefer the fabric in itself to be loud and colorful. Now she chose, and of course you can choose whatever form or whatever fabric that you want to use to make your wob. Generally speaking, the wob in itself would be either in madras or something floral, something polka dot, something colorful, with the petticoat would be in white. She chose to do the reverse of that, so she's wearing a white wob with lace fabric, heavy, I should tell you, because she chose a very thick fabric. Now, a little earlier I was displaying the different positions because we have a very own competition here in Dominica where the ladies present the wob. Like I said, the wob is something, when you wear the wob, you're supposed to feel up. You're supposed to feel like a queen, so you wear it with a lot of pride. Now, if I were to ask her to just power for me, as we say, can you? So that is basically, when she carries the wob, the wob is something that she cannot just treat as any dress that you're wearing. Normally, you use your thumb and index finger to change any pattern that you would want on your wob. It's not something that you just handle. You treat it with utmost respect. Now she has tucked it into this position to help her maneuver nicely, because if she were to drop it, as I would show here, it elongates the back of the wob, so it would drag somewhat. So, of course, this is a nice position that allows her to, of course, show her beautiful petticoats. All right? So she's gonna tuck it back into that position. Now she is wearing her jewelry. Now with wearing the wob, we prefer, or it is customary that you accessorize. Now with the wob, you must wear hoops. Not knobs, not studs, but hoops. Now when you're wearing your jewelry, the more jewelry, the better. Within the women themselves, it was better that it feels almost like a competition as to who is wearing more gold. But the more gold, the better, and it brings out the duet. Now you cannot have a duet if you do not have what we consider a fuller. The fuller has to contrast to the wob itself. She is wearing white, so she chose to wear a yellow fuller. It could be of any color, but it has to contrast to the wob itself. Now she's wearing her
Tête Revalier.
Tête Revalier. Now there are various headpieces that you wear. You can wear the Tête Revalier, the Tête Cassée, the Tête en l'air. It all depends on the manner in which it is tied. But she is wearing a Tête Revalier. She has chosen to do hers in madras as well. And it must, of course, come with a brooch. The larger, the better, the brighter, better. But this is a true depiction of our WOB, the national wear of Dominica.
How are the young people adapting to the national wear of Dominica? Are you seeing new styles, new fashions? What's happening in that?
Well, of course, as you know, the world in itself is evolving and the fashion in itself is trending by the minute. So we've seen the younger generation changing the look, but not so much losing the concept, because we don't want to lose the concept. The WOB is the national wear. I, for one, am wearing what is considered to be a peasant top. Now, the young girls wear what we call the jeep. So you'd be wearing a peasant top with a jeep with madras floral and also your petticoat. That's for the younger ones. The adult ladies would wear the full ensemble, which is the WOB. But as the years passes, we've seen new style and contemporary aspects of the WOB. But if you want to be, if you want to present the real thing, this is what it should look like. If you were to tilt your camera maybe a little further, I'm going to show you someone else. This is she, and she's moving along. She's wearing a contemporary WOB, because your shoulder should not be exposed with a WOB. It's supposed to be covered with the fuller, and it's supposed to be long sleeve. She's just wearing the contemporary aspect because she probably doesn't feel like she needs the long sleeve. All right? So as time passes, we've seen the evolution of styles and all of that, but this is the true WOB presentation. Of the World Creole Music Festival right here in Dominica. A little rainy, but we're going to have a great time tonight. We're going to see acts like Popcann, TK International, Patrice Roberts, and so much more. Welcome to the Festival Vibes TV show. Your vibes, you brought the vibes to the stage for sure. The crowd responded well. How did it feel?
wonderful every time we get on stage, and we feed. Some people don't understand that when the crowd is giving you energy, you feed off of that, and it makes you go even harder and harder. So for me to get that energy from the crowd, keeps me going more and more, and they get all of it.
Why this genre of music?
Well, I mean, I'm originally from Haiti, so this is the type of music that we play, which is called Compa. So I mean, we mix it a little bit because we're trying to, with the social media and the world becoming one, try to add different types of flavors in there. But we do play Compa, and most of those songs are sang in Creole, but we do play with a little French, with a little English. But yeah, it's Haitian music, man.
Thanks so much, and keep the vibes flowing.
Thank you.
What
Congratulations, Soca Female Artist of the Year.
Thank you.
What next for Patrice? You always bring.
For me, I want to be one of the faces to represent soca music, and introduce soca music globally to the world, because I feel like the world needs to understand this type of music and one day becoming a genre. I feel soca music is a happy type of music that could change a mood. It's good for mental health, for people who are going through issues, so I feel like the world needs to understand this type of music. So I just want to take music out there, so to make the fans or even people who doesn't know about soca music to understand what it feels like. It's such a joyous type of music.
Keep bringing the real songs.
Thank you.
You bring the songs that the audience can connect with. What inspires this?
What inspires it is real life issues. I'm human like everybody else. I go through so many things in life. I have a song that is coming out that people will definitely blow people's minds away. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but I think mental health is an issue that people are afraid to address. People go through so many anxiety, they go through things in life and they're afraid to speak about it. But for me, I want to speak my truth. So look out for something great in the next couple of weeks.
Thank you.
Give me the thing in and the restroom and the bar. Hey, she willing to wine but the pool willing to give me. Already my search of party when I popcorn. So, it goes around corner. Who stay friends in the relationship. I sit down. Hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up. It hard to stop. Same I go shop. Same I go do. Same I go start one corner. Say my go, say she a go, say my go leave about me at it. As a party, yeah, like a bossa. We are vibrant, I go show and we don't want to party party man. That is it, we are my party man. Them say the world, men say the girl them, I want to find them serious, them come on and back and there. Everybody do it, do it, do it, yeah. Let's see what you have. You are easy to say nothing. You don't know when they are going at it. Everybody don't get that, yeah. I feel like it is man. You don't know when they are going at it. So, party start. Everybody put your hands up. When you party, you know what? You got like one, this time, you can fire. Everybody, real good, so, ride on me, go. party up like bull. One mount of fear on me jeans them one. Dominica, we going so. Them say party shot like what? Them coming in. Put us together, move it over now. Them say party shot like what?
Join us next week for more highlights from the World Creole Music Festival. I am your host, Alicia Hintzen.